Hello, YouTubers out there. This is Jerry at the Movies, but today I'm doing something radically different than from my normal shows. I'm doing a new segment called Jerry TV. So we will have Jerry at the Movies, talking, of course, about movies, pop culture, etc. In addition to fan-made trailers, in addition to the occasional clip from some of my old films I actually wrote and directed. And this Jerry TV is a way of looking at TV shows that I've either looked at, seen one episode of, or whatever. Just to expand the horizons a little bit, and I see enough television that I figure I might want to share an opinion or two. So today, for the premiere episode of Jerry TV, I'm going to talk about 2.5 Men. As you all know, the 9th season started this past Monday. And we have Ashton-Kutcher replacing Charlie-Sheen. In obviously, I think enough of you know what it was that occurred. Even for those who don't watch the show, with 2.5 Men, Charlie-Sheen was in fact fired earlier this year for what they claim was a supposed morality clause, although it didn't exist in the contract. And for his rehab and his rants and raves and putting down the producer Chuck Lorre and the network. And this started a whole Charlie-Sheen movement. So anyway, I won't get into any of that. I am here mainly to discuss the premiere episode. And I gotta say, I've seen a lot of episodes of 2.5 Men, quite a few since it first started in 2003. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was very funny. I wasn't sure about how the Ashton-Kutcher thing would be handled. I think they managed to do just fine. Now, the story of this premiere is that Charlie Sheen's Malibu home, or Charlie's Malibu home, Charlie Harper that is being sold. And interested buyers are coming in left and right trying to buy this home. Now, what it is Charlie Harper is actually, the show starts with the funeral for Charlie Harper because he was killed off, and or killed in a train accident, I believe it was. And now that I thought, was a very strange way of starting the episode. I guess that was the rumor prior to the episode premiering on television, because a lot of it was kept under tight wraps, so to speak. But I thought, well, how are they going to handle that? I mean, that's going a little too far. Kill off a character that obviously you can't bring back. I mean, what other reason would you have to make sure that Charlie Sheen never, ever actually appears on 2.5 Men? You kill off his character, I guess. So, but the rest of the show, it was kind of I wasn't so sure about the beginning of it. But once it segued, and you have Jon-Cryer as Charlie's brother, Alan, who is holding the ashes and is ready to dump them into the Malibu beach outside of the Malibu home. And there he sees Warren-Schmidt, played, of course, by Ashton-Kutcher. And he drops the ashes because he startles him because he sees him outside his living room window. Now, the character that Ashton-Kutcher plays is a billionaire who was about to commit suicide. But couldn't and needed and had wished he had worn a wetsuit, would have made things easier. And anyway, Charlie and Warren talk a bit, and then they go out for drinks, meet a couple of girls, bring them back. And of course, guess who gets lucky with these two women? It's not Alan. It is in fact Warren-Schmidt, who appears bare-chested and of course naked, to say the least. And I thought Ashton-Kutcher did it very well. I liked his performance. He was very funny. He plays it straight, which I liked. I'm not sure where they're going to go with this character. Obviously, it's going to be a permanent character, not a temporary one. And judging by the ratings, it did very well. So I think he's a fitting replacement for Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, as you know, in the last remaining episodes of 2.5 Men, I'm sure many of you have noticed, in the 8th season, his appearance was truncated a bit. You didn't see too much of Charlie. And I'm sure that was because there were some problems. He claims, Charlie, that he came to the set and was always ready to go and not high at all. But I'm not sure that was really the case, because if you look, particularly I think the last 2 or 3 episodes of the 8th season, Charlie-Sheen looks a little gaunt. Doesn't look quite like, doesn't feel like the real Charlie. Because the character is very animated. He certainly is a drunk and has his problems with women, but he was very animated to some degree. He played it very sly. It was the perfect character for Charlie-Sheen to play. And, but I think Ashton-Kutcher is going to do very well. So I'm hoping this turns out. And of course you got Conchata Ferrell, who's still in the show, as the maid. She has quite a few good lines. They still write very good lines. It's very good dialogue. It's very snappy, very... I think some critics have accused the show in the past of being misogynistic, or overly sexed up. I think some of that may be true. I'm not saying it isn't, but it's a comedy. I think you can get away with it. It's not any more offensive than Three's Company, except maybe a little raunchier than that. And that was about a guy and 2 women living in a household. So... but I give props to Ashton-Kutcher. I think he did very well. I can't imagine anyone handling that any better, as Warren-Schmidt, the internet billionaire with a broken heart. And there were a couple of surprise appearances by Jenna Elfman and I forget the name of the other actor, who they both appeared in Dharma and Greg. They're one of the interested buyers for Charlie's Malibu home. And of course there's John Stamos, who appears briefly, but I think what's going to happen is Warren-Schmidt, I think, is going to buy this Malibu home, so it means Alan and his son still have a place to stay in. Very funny. I enjoyed it. It was breezy. I look forward to the next episode, because it's part 1 of 2. And hey, between that and Big Bang Theory and a few other sitcoms that I enjoy, this was a really stunning surprise. I really, really liked it, probably just as much as I had before. So definitely check out 2.5 Men. Let's see where Ashton-Kutcher and the rest of the gang lead us. And this is Jerry TV, a new thing. Jerry TV, signing off.